Welcome to Messages from Above, Pick a Card readings. This reading is for the air signs of Gemini, Libra and Aquarius for June 2022. Now you can see 3 cards here. I'd like you to focus on each of the cards and see which card you are most being drawn to. If you are having difficulty focusing on just one card and you're being drawn to more than one card, then I would suggest listening to the card reading for that card as well, because there could be messages in there that would resonate for you. This is a general reading, and so the messages may or may not resonate, and that's okay. There will be timestamps in the description box below for each of the card readings to help you find your message. I would also recommend hitting that notification bell so that you are notified for any of my card readings. And please like, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you feel like leaving a comment, then please do so as well. And thank you for subscribing to the channel if you have, and let's get on with the reading. I will start with card number 1. Okay, for those of you who did pick card number 1, let's have a look and see what the message is for you. Okay, we have divine talents. So there are many sorts of divine talents. They can incorporate healing, they can incorporate just listening to people, they can incorporate cooking, playing music. There's all sorts of different kinds of talents and abilities that we embody. We learn these talents and abilities over many lifetimes, and when we have come into this incarnation, we may not actually remember all of the talents and abilities that we have. Some do come forward quite easily and some take a little bit longer to come through, and that's when we have to exercise patience. This card is saying that you are a very spiritual soul, and you do have a lot of talents that you can offer to the world, to the people around you. It's also saying that, you know, you may have stormy or troublesome times, but don't worry, you are protected, and this card is telling you to basically dance to your own tune and not be swayed by other people's ideas or opinions of how to show your talents. Let's have a look and see how we can expand on that card for you in the book. So we have divine talents. You are a talented soul. Over many lifetimes you have developed your spiritual abilities to channel higher awareness, attract healing energy and radiate light to uplift the consciousness of those around you. Your divine talents are many and uniquely expressed through you. Your talents do not have to resemble those of another to have their own inestimable value. Do not be afraid to use them. Divine talents are a way in which the universe reminds us of what we are here to do. Divine talents are unlimited. They include the ability to channel spiritual guidance and healing energy, to perceive clairvoyantly and be psychic and empathic. Other spiritual talents are the ability to release earthbound spirits, earth healing techniques such as working with energy grids, as well as healing ability with crystals and the many and varied technologies of light. There are other spiritual talents too. These include writing, performing, sound healing, dancing to awaken awareness, creating art, photography, or divinely inspired tools and jewellery. Cooking food that heals body and spirit is a spiritual talent, as are the abilities to bring people together, to offer comforting and inspiring words at the right time, to help others overcome fear and feel more at peace in moments of importance, and more. You could use your divine talents in your career as a healer, in your work in the corporate world, or in your stay-at-home role as a parent, helping to raise more conscious, secure and empowered children in a world that is in desperate need of strong, spiritually grounded leaders for the future. You can use your talents to create a vocation that truly inspires you and brings your light to the world. You can use them in the line at the grocery store. The point is that you use them. This oracle comes to you with a message. You have spiritual talents, some of which have been developed in other lifetimes and will simply and suddenly spring back to life as if from out of the blue this lifetime. Others need a little more attention, patience and effort to be brought to life in the world. Sometimes there is fear in sharing talents. You may have a subconscious or a very conscious past life recollection that involves shame, isolation, ridicule, fear, or even torture or death as a response to your sharing your talents for healing and helping others. Maybe you fear your spiritual talent will not allow you to meet your material needs, or that others will reject or deny your talent, even if you know it to be authentic and helpful. Or perhaps you need to acknowledge your talent yourself. Believe in yourself, in your abilities and in your capacity to use those talents in a constructive, healing way. Keep developing your talents until your own unique expression comes to life. Don't give up in the early and possibly awkward stages, dismissing your abilities as less than those of another. Trust that there is something very real and worthwhile in you. Do not dismiss or diminish your potential. Treat yourself as an investment worthy of development. Give yourself a chance, enough time, attention and practice to discover what you are really capable of. The universe knows, soon you shall too. This card also reminds you to do what makes you happy, to chase your sacred bliss and express yourself in the world via the unique and special abilities that the divine has bestowed upon you. When you follow what you love, you are on your life path and you shall succeed, beloved. So this card is telling you to do you, the way that you want to be, the way that you see your life path and your life purpose. Okay, so can we have that? Can we have another message, please, for Gemini, Libra and Aquarius for June? What messages do they most need to hear this month, please? Can we have message, please? Thank you. And I think one more. Can we just have one more, please? One more card, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. This is also about self-healing. It's about listening to what your soul needs, and to do that you actually need to have peace and quiet to be able to hear what your soul is trying to tell you. And we have reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help we're offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we've got for you. So soul solitude. The spirit world sees and hears that you're seeking answers from the outside world, and this is the time when you're likely to receive some answers. It's vital that you try to step back from your everyday life and devote some time to your soul. Allow yourself to pause, still your mind, meditate, reflect, and evaluate. By giving yourself this much needed soul solitude, you'll be able to view your life from the outside instead of being in it. This will help you gain perspective and have a more peaceful life in the future. Soul solitude and vacations are different things. Vacations are for touring, shopping, eating and drinking and so forth. When we talk about soul solitude, we mean it to be a period when you commune with your soul. Devoting time to your soul will help you connect with your inner wisdom and your spirit guides, and it will also reinvigorate you with precious energy and vitality that you so desperately need right now. And reach out. The spirit world is handing this card to you for a specific reason. For many of us, we believe that we can cope with almost anything that's thrown at us, any crisis or turmoil in our lives. But sometimes it's just impossible to actually cope on our own. There will be times, and by receiving this card, it probably signifies that this is one of those times when it's totally okay to reach out and ask for some support. You can't do everything on your own, and the first step is to stop and acknowledge that you could use some help. Once you allow the support to be offered, not only will you feel better, but you'll also be able to achieve so much more. Your health and well-being will be re-energized, and you'll find new ways of coping, both with this current situation and, more important, with those in the future. Also remember you have help and support there among your friends and family in the physical world, as well as us here in the spirit world. Okay, can we have any other messages, please, for Gemini, Libra and Aquarius for June? Other messages, please, do they most need to hear for June? For Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, the air signs. What messages, please? Okay, thank you. And we'll have one more, please. Okay, thank you. Right. Oops. So we have, that's the first card. Something will be revealed in a dream or through someone you trust. The information sheds light on something that has remained hidden from you for some time. Suddenly the missing piece of the puzzle appears and you are able to see the bigger picture. That's the other card. Every relationship goes through changes, but this does not mean that the love has gone. Let this be a time of reflection. Some adjustments may be needed. Perhaps a new purpose needs to be discovered. It may feel cold and lonely, but beneath the surface, the earth is warming to the promise of spring. In the meanwhile, express how you feel gently, lovingly, and honestly. Let yourselves be vulnerable and hold each other tight. And that's the other card. Within each of us there is yin and yang, feminine and masculine, passive and active. To have let's start that again. To have inner harmony, strive to balance all aspects of who you are. To align with your true nature, love, accept and embrace yourself totally and completely. And I believe that goes with that relationship here card, because it's about having that relationship with yourself. It's about trusting yourself. It's about loving oneself. It's about holding yourself tight, giving yourself a cuddle, yourself. Yeah, so I think that card goes well with that. It's like balancing that within you. Okay, so they are your messages. There is an invocation for that card for the divine talents, and I will leave that in the description box below for you. For those of you who picked card number 2, let's have a look and see what the card message is for you that you have been drawn to. Okay, so we have Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. This card is coming to you now because you are actually expanding your consciousness. This card is letting you know that your chakras are having increasing amount of light coming into your body and to actually clear and activate each of your chakras. The light coming in will actually help to heal and clear any trauma or any blockages that are being held in each of your chakras. These blockages and traumas that are being healed and removed are actually allowing more light to come in to your body and enable that to shine out through your heart space. This card is about having patience. It's about trusting that the divine has your back, basically, and that everything is happening in divine right timing, and it's happening to you now because you are a very spiritual person and your soul knows exactly what the right time for you is to have this expansion of consciousness and to enable more talents and more abilities to shine from you, to shine forth. It's telling you to be open, to trust, basically, that everything will happen the way it's meant to and everything will happen in divine right timing. Okay, so let's have a look and see how we can expand on that for you. Okay, so you have been growing spiritually and your consciousness is expanding. It is transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control or conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine. As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, chakras and physical body. As you psychically expand, you may feel more rest, healing and meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light and the consciousness it awakens within you. The rainbow bridge is a term for the channel of light that moves through your chakra system and along your spine, allowing spirit to enter your body and stimulate the development of your soul. This bridge comes to life as your consciousness is raised. It draws in higher energies that nourish and awaken your body, mind and soul through your chakra system. As your chakras become stimulated by the increasing influx of spiritual light, a clearing process begins which supports the consequent expansion of your consciousness. This clearing is like a spiritual detoxification. It clears blocks from your mind, emotional body and physical body, as well as from your soul, such as unresolved past life issues. As these blocks are broken down and processed, emotional trauma stored in your organs and nervous system can be released, and your energy field becomes more spacious. This creates room for an increase of spiritual light. As a result, you feel clearer about who you are and why you are here, and others see more clearly when they are in your field. You become more powerful. Your energy field continues to clear itself, attracting more spiritual light, becoming more visible beyond physical limits. Others can be supported by your light, even if they cannot see your physical body. You are growing as a light worker and helping humanity in increasing ways whilst enjoying your own spiritual growth. You are opening to new consciousness now. With this comes new insight, awareness, and an awakening or deepening of your soul talents, such as healing, clairvoyance, channeling, or telepathy. Your channels are being cleared and activated. Rest, open up and allow. Be patient and trust in your process. If emotional content arises and you are concerned you might be falling back into old habits, do not be afraid. Find ways to express what you are feeling through writing, therapy, dance, music and art, sound and conscious movement. Explore your personal expression to allow for spiritual expansion. This card brings an additional message from Spirit. Hold on. Ascension can be a wild ride. Anything is possible. The past is not an indicator. The future is not set. This is a moment to cultivate your deepest feelings of spiritual love and peace. Simply allow the genius of life to flow through you in whatever way it chooses. During ascension, your life can change quite dramatically. The Rainbow Bridge empowers us to rise from one reality into another. Even if your outer world doesn't change radically, internally you will feel as though you are living a different life. Eventually, the physical world changes will follow. Enjoy crossing the Rainbow Bridge into new consciousness, dear one. You have everything you need. You are ready for this. It is meant to be. There is an invocation for the card, and I will put that in the description box below for you. Okay, thank you. Can we have messages, please, that go with this reading for Gemini, Libra and Aquarius for June? What other message do they need to hear, please? Can we have another message, please? Another message, please, for Gemini. Thank you. Okay. So we have self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Sometimes we are our worst enemy. We constantly have doubt about our own abilities, about our own thoughts, and about our way forward. This card is saying that perhaps that's what you are experiencing at the moment, and it's time to let that go. It's time to trust. Again, it goes back to that whole trusting self and trust that everything happens the way it is meant to. Okay, and we have listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. This also goes back to listening to self, listening to what the universe is trying to tell you as well. So as well as listening to someone else and being there for them with that, it's also about being there for yourself and being open to hearing and listening to what is trying to be passed through to you. So we'll have a look again, see what we can expand on that for you. I'll do the listen first. We've heard and listened to your requests in the past, so we're bringing this card to you because someone around you needs to be heard now. They're not seeking advice, but they really need to express themselves about how they're feeling and what's going on in their life. What they're seeking is an open, compassionate and non-judgmental listener. When you're intently engaged in conversation, there's an even energy exchange where both parties can benefit. Those who are talking express what they're feeling, and just by the process of talking, they will often solve the problem or issue by themselves. Being present and listening to someone who needs your full attention will, in some cases, bring you the answers that you've been seeking for yourself. And with the self-sabotage, this card is showing you everything that you can be, but it's also reminding you of your own worst enemy, yourself. This is a time to confront your fears and purge them from your psyche by having positive conversations with yourself. Yet before you can do that, you have to recognize and acknowledge the signs and symptoms of self-sabotage. Whether you're considering a new relationship, changing jobs, moving house, or any other major change, it's easy to allow that inner dialogue of doubt to creep in and convince you that you're not good enough or that new person isn't right for you, and find a million reasons to justify and sabotage the outcome. Next time you're confronted with these thoughts, stop for a moment and step aside so that you can have your own dialogue with those voices. It's time for you to start believing why you can as opposed to why you can't. Just remember, you do matter, and once you believe in yourself, you'll be surprised how others start believing in you more. Okay, can we have final messages, please, for card number 2 that goes with this reading? Okay, we'll take those. And one more, please. So one more card. One more, please. Another card, please. Another card, please. For Gemini, Libra and Aquarius for June that goes with this reading, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have that's the first card. Are you feeling a little lost and confused, wondering which direction, if any, to take and questioning what it is that you really want from life? Perhaps it's time to consult your inner child. You know, the one you've kept locked away for ages, the one who holds the essence of the real you. Isn't it time to listen to your heart? There we go, that goes quite well with that listen card and the self-sabotage. And there's that card. Help is on its way. The raging sea will soon abate and a great light will heal your heart. This is a time of deep, profound and positive transformation, but courage, strength and patience are required. You are supported by a sea of love. Artwork for that card. You are a beautiful soul. Look within and you will see it. There is a pearl in your heart. Close your eyes and feel it. The most precious thing is inside you. Calm your mind, meditate, and you will feel your soul's infinite spiritual realm. In looking within, you will never go without. Okay, so they are your card messages for the pick a card reading for card number 2, and I hope you enjoyed that reading. For those of you who picked card number 3, let's have a look and see what message is coming your way. Okay, so we have Dark Angel. So this card is coming to you at this time because you may actually be going through a very dark period at the moment, where you possibly feel that you are alone and you are unsupported. This card is letting you know that you are being nurtured and you are being surrounded by love, and that you are being nurtured by the divine, that you are being encompassed in love to help get you through this period of time. This card is saying to you about trusting that everything will work out fine, and that trusting in the divine, and don't let fear and doubt cloud you. It's about going through this darkness to actually allow more light into your body, into your soul. What else can we say about this card? It's about not giving up. It's about know that you do have support, and don't think that love and that support is conditional. It's not. It's unconditional, and it's your trust in that will help guide you through and will help you get through this darkness that you feel that you may be going through at this time. By going through this challenging time at the moment, do know that you are you will grow, you will transform, you will experience more divine power, and it's something that is destined for you. It's about learning to have more faith in love than in fear. It's about really going within and trusting that your soul and the divine has your highest good and your highest intentions. All right, let's go to the book and see how I can expand on this for you from the book. The Dark Angel comes to you with a radical truth. Divine love is always there for you, without exception. Love will never forget you. It will never stop caring for you. Even when it seems most unlikely, in fact especially then, the divine is reaching for you and nurturing you. Even our wounds are ways that we can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and find your true joy. When the Dark Angel appears, you are being given a gift of light, even if it may seem to be a hidden blessing. A dark mystery is one that helps us learn that even if things don't seem to be working out according to the timing or the methods that we believe necessary, the light and love of Spirit are unfailing. If a door is closed in your face, it is the wrong door for you. Divine love will ensure that the right door opens at the right time. When you encounter darkness, how you respond can make either the dark or the light victorious. You can choose doubt and fear, or you can force the darkness to serve the light by choosing trust and faith. You are spiritually advanced enough to trust unconditionally. That is the trust that burns bright, not only when things appear good, but even when your mind thinks things seem to be heading in the wrong direction. Does unconditional trust mean that you give up if things get tough, assuming it is not meant to be? Of course not. Relying on unconditional trust and understanding the dark mystery, you are willing to go through periods of not knowing. You are willing to continue on your path even when you are not seeing immediate results, because in your heart you know it's right. This type of trust is powerful enough to release any separation between you and the universe. You know that even when the universe guides you into challenging territory, you shall benefit, grow in divine power, and become the amazing being you are destined to be. Praying to the beautiful dark angel and writing, drawing, dancing your feelings, or dialoguing with your dream images, you can work through the pain of a challenging time and grow in wisdom. What matters is that you honestly express the depth of your suffering. Then, when you are ready, acknowledge that the experience has helped you grow. As we realize how we have grown through the experience, turning what was once a source of pain into spiritual light, we masterfully transform our deepest pain into our greatest growth and spiritual accomplishment. We become true spiritual alchemists, releasing light from darkness. As you learn to put more faith in love than in fear, your trust becomes increasingly unconditional, and you find the light even through the dark. In this way, you become initiated in the mystery of the dark angel. Then you can show others that this is possible. You can help heal others from victim consciousness and show them that inner peace is possible, even when they are facing the unpredictable twists and turns of life. If you have been going through a difficult time or struggling to heal an issue, the dark angel promises that even through the depths of despair, you shall find the light. In your own time, you will rise again into trust, restored faith and hope. All will be well. And there is an invocation for this card, and I will write that in the description box below for you. Okay, can we have further messages, please? The Gemini, Libra and Aquarius that goes with this reading. What further messages do they most need to hear that go with this reading, please? Okay, thank you. We'll take that one. Oh, I can't shuffle today. Okay. Another message, please. Is there another message, please? For Gemini, Libra and Aquarius for June. That goes with this. Okay, we'll take those. Thank you. Okay, we have love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. It's about knowing that you are loved and supported. Soul power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Okay, that's again, the soul power is about trusting. It's about knowing that everything happens for you for a reason, and that your soul really does know what is the right thing for you. So this card is a reminder of how powerful you are as a soul. Your outside physical world right now might be hectic, and you may be pulling away from what your soul is trying to help you with at this time. The answers you seek may not be forthcoming from the outside world, but wise wisdom and guidance can be found within. Your soul will often try to get your attention through your dreams or those little synchronistic intuitive nudges. When you feel these, close your eyes, breathe calmly and deeply, and ask your soul for guidance with any situation you're experiencing at this moment in time. You may see a picture or a symbol, or you may experience a feeling or hear a whisper in your mind. Trust what you receive. Even if the answer is not immediate, your soul will know how to guide you at this time. Be open to its wisdom and honour how powerful the real you really is. And love. We're reaching out to you at this important time in the hope that you'll discover new and meaningful ways of nurturing and loving yourself. Love is energy, and that beautiful force is also part of you. To experience and feel the power of love in one's lifetime can be one of the most beautiful, significant and life-changing events that your soul can acknowledge and receive. Yet love is so much more than being able to say that you've loved another person. Love is not meant to be a fixed destination. It's about the journey. It's the process of becoming the person you were meant to be. A person living and loving from the heart and soul. You are love, and you are worthy of love. Now is the perfect time to weed out the people and situations that are not empowering you, and surround yourself with those who can gently encourage you to be all that you can be. Start your journey by letting the energy of love enter your heart and your life. By doing so, it will allow you to receive and give love, and to radiate as the pure soul that you truly are. Okay, can we have final messages, please, for card 3 of Gemini, Libra and Aquarius that goes with this reading, please? What are the final messages? Final messages, please. Final messages, please, for card 3. What do they most need to hear that goes with this reading, please? Okay, thank you. We'll take those two. And one more, thank you. Okay, let's see what we have here. If you want to experience a deeper level of love in your relationship, you must both consciously and willingly surrender to one another. Feel and honour the sacred within each other. Be vulnerable and give yourself up to love each and every moment. In doing so, you will unite in love. You will feel alive, reborn with each breath. One loving thought can create a world of infinite love. Again, I think this is about having that level of love for yourself. Not just for another person, but for yourself. Is that the other card? We have, through the power of love, all shall unfold in the most perfect way for all concerned. This card is a blessing from an angel who is here to reassure you that all is well. There is no need to worry. All is bathed in a sea of divine love. It goes beautifully with these other cards that we have pulled for you here. You are a living work of art, a most sacred and eternal being, a multi-dimensional field of energy with no beginning or end. You are a floating island of consciousness, swimming within a cosmic sea of love. Live the dream and dare to be extraordinary. It's an overwhelming message there about love, and I feel that's about really loving yourself, especially with what you may be going through at this time. It's about having that love and trust for yourself. Okay, so they are your messages, and I do hope that you enjoyed that reading. Thank you.